Baseball and More. And it's a rainy day in New York, but not for Mets fans. Maybe for Yankee fans, but definitely not for the fans of the team taking over New York. It's the New York Mets. It was a fight between the two teams, and the Mets won out. And they have Juan Soto, one of the best players in baseball for the next 15 years. A guy 26 years old. This is like one of the happiest days I can remember being a Mets fan. It is just like amazing. And I remember back, I mean, there was no way that back in it was the 1980, right before the 1981 season, from what I remember. The Mets and Yankees were fighting for Dave Winfield, and it was like going to come down to between those two teams. But I was thinking even at the time, the Mets were a horrible team back then. And why would Dave Winfield want to go to the Mets? But they did have a better farm system, and maybe that would have been the reason, if the money was the same. And I'm sure the Mets were offering the same money back then. But so Dave Winfield never won a World Series with the Yankees. He got there. If he had stayed with the Mets, he would have won a World Series probably in 1986. The Mets won a World Series much faster than the Yankees. But anyway, that's beside the point. This was much, much bigger. And I think that Juan Soto just wanted to go to the Mets. I mean, the difference in the amount of money was so, it was like $5 million. Nothing to Juan Soto. It's like $5 to me and you. I mean, to the average person. So I just so happy being a Mets fan. And guys, subscribe to this channel if you like to hear perspectives from one of the biggest Met fans you'll ever find. I even worked for the Mets at one point, but I'm not going to go into that right now. This is just such a big signing. I was getting nervous towards the end. I always thought that if it came down to it and they gave him the opportunity, that Steve Cohen would offer the most money, and he did. And I'm glad that Scott Boras and Soto decided to let Steve Cohen have the last say in it. But I think that Juan Soto wanted to come to the Mets. I mean, I saw a couple of posts. We all remember that one where he's in the MLB shop and he was looking at a Mets jersey, not a Yankees jersey. And this is while he was on the Yankees. It's crazy. But we also saw one last week where he was with his family, and I don't know if it was his father or somebody else had a Mets shirt on. So anyway, subscribe to this channel for more Mets perspectives, and let's go Mets.